Most hacker roadmaps are just to-do lists. Learn networking, learn tools, learn web. This one isn't. In this video, I don't tell you what to learn, I show you why by actually hacking. I open Nmap and scan the target, testfire.net, using the command nmap testfire.net. The scan reveals every open port that the website is exposing to the internet. One result immediately stands out. Port 80 is open. Port 80 means HTTP, and HTTP means the data being transmitted is not encrypted. It travels in plain text with no protection. This moment is important because what I just performed is called reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is phase 1 of the hacker roadmap. It isn't about breaking into systems or launching attacks. It's about understanding the target first. By observing open port, running services, and underlying technologies, hackers gather the information they need before they even think about exploitation. From the reconnaissance phase, I already learned the application is running over HTTP. Instead of randomly choosing tools, I select one that fits this exact situation, Wireshark. At this stage, I'm not attacking the website or sending any malicious traffic. I'm simply capturing packets to observe how the data moves across the network. This represents phase 2 of the hacker roadmap, understanding and using the right tools. If sensitive data appears in Wireshark, the problem isn't the tool. The real mistake occurred when the application chose HTTP instead of encryption. Phase 2, therefore, is about precision and awareness, knowing which tool to use, when to use it, and why it works in that scenario. Phase 3 of the hacker roadmap, understanding the network itself. Inside Wireshark, I follow the HTTP stream, and suddenly everything becomes transparent. I'm not decrypting data or breaking encryption. I'm simply reading what is already visible on the wire. Because HTTP sends information in plain text, the full communication is exposed. The request, the server's response, and even sensitive credentials, such as user IDs and passwords. This moment highlights an essential truth. The vulnerability didn't come from Nmap, and it didn't come from Wireshark. Those tools only revealed what was already happening. The real weakness lies in the protocol itself. HTTP provides no encryption, which means anyone observing the traffic can read it exactly as it is transmitted. This is why networking is a non-negotiable phase in the hacker roadmap. When we connect all the phases together, the flow becomes clear. Discovering port 80 during scanning was reconnaissance. Capturing packets was the tools phase, and reading the credentials directly from HTTP traffic represents true network and protocol understanding. Until now, everything we explored happened at the network layer. But hacking doesn't end with ports and packets. I moved to the search functionality on the same Testfire website. Instead of entering normal text, I inject a small script payload and submit it. The browser immediately executes my input. That pop-up isn't a trick or a glitch. It's the application treating my input as executable code. This phase is known as web vulnerabilities. What you just saw is a reflected cross-site scripting vulnerability. The root cause is simple. The application trusted user input, failed to validate or sanitize it, and reflected it back directly into the browser. This is a logic flaw in how the application handles data. That's why this phase of the roadmap focuses on identifying and understanding weaknesses in web applications. But the deeper question is, how did I know what to inject? That leads us into the next phase, programming languages for hackers. This attack only makes sense if you understand how browsers interpret JavaScript, how HTML renders user input, and how back-end systems reflect that data in responses. Hackers learn programming to break assumptions. When you truly understand JavaScript, HTML, and back-end input handling, you stop guessing vulnerabilities and start recognizing patterns. So when we connect everything back to the roadmap, the XSS comes from the web vulnerability, but understanding why it works comes from programming knowledge. Same website, same target, but now the weakness is in the code, not the network. If you connect everything you just saw, the roadmap becomes clear. Recon showed me an open port. Tools revealed how data was moving. Networking explained why it was exposed. Web vulnerabilities showed how the application mishandled input, and programming knowledge explained why the exploit worked. This roadmap isn't a to-do list, it's a way of thinking. That's how real hacking happens.